Hello Internet, welcome back to the channel. We're heading for the Happy Valley Trail today in the Lerderderg State Park or National Park? I think State Park. Let's get into it, eh? What is this? Interesting. I thought it was rubbish. From the distance it looks like someone had come and smashed a bunch of polystyrene or something in here, but it's quartz, I think. Rock. Much like I am not an animal identification expert, not a rock identification expert either. Alright, cool. This is quite a steep descent. You can't even actually see the like the ground over the ledge. You kind of can now, but it drops away so much. Yeah, wow. This this is a steep descent, hey. I think we're close to the bottom now. It's all uphill from here. It is insane how, like, just back there, just through those trees was that hill we were walking down. And now you get into this valley and it's so different. There's barely any rock. The ground is like so much less hard. Like you can actually feel a little bit of sponge under your foot. There's grass so close to where we just were. And it's almost like a whole different environment. I guess it's because all the water that does sort of end up here ends up in the valley, not on the sort of ridge, I guess, that we were on. So that's why it's so much more lush down here. I don't know why the rock would be. I guess just geologically, because it's lower, we're below the rock, whatever the formation that caused the rock to appear is. As I said, I'm kind of vibing that out. I got stabbed in the eye. Very interesting environment. I guess I can see why you'd call it Happy Valley. A little bit of grass and softer ground compared to not in the valley where it's all loose rock and spiders. There's spider webs over the trail. That's not super pleasant. Yep, spiders, or spider web anyway. No one has been down here today. Very nice. Oh yeah. It's the mine shaft channel lately. So somebody had to dig that out probably 100+ years ago. And I mean, anything you got out of there, you'd be carrying out along these trails. Any supplies you needed to dig, you were carrying in. Yeah, it's I mean, it's pretty hard to imagine, especially because the gold, you know, I assume they were gold mining in a pit like that. Gold is almost always, my understanding anyway, is that it's in other rock, like quartz, I think, is the main one. So you've got to like smash it out, then dig the hole and get out the quartz. I think it's quartz. Then smash the quartz, I guess with like a pick, to crack it open, and then hope there's a bit of gold inside it. Or I mean, you might be able to see a vein from the edge, but just a lot of work. A lot of work. And would have been a tough life, that's for sure. Whew. Look at that drop. Slide off here and you're in for a fun day. It was very grey when I left the house. I didn't even think about possibly putting on some sunscreen, but right now that's kind of seeming like it was a misjudgment, but it'll be all right. It is the middle of winter. I mean, the sun is hitting right now. It's got a bit of a kick to it. Back down. Those reedy trees, I mean, they're all looking pretty brown right now, but I'm pretty sure they would only be alive if there's water in there. At least fairly often. Might even be a little bit in there now, I'm not sure. Still water. Haven't seen any flowing water yet. A fern. An actual fern. Yeah, it's a walk of like two extremes. When you get up slightly, it's sort of rocky, just hard rock, and then as soon as you get into the valley, it's, you know, grass. This is sort of quite soft. There's a fern. You wouldn't expect to see a fern. Or maybe I'm completely idiot. Maybe I have no idea, but ferns are like rainforest, you know? Very interesting. Really appreciating these cobwebs across the trail. In fairness, they're not, you know, really well filled in ones. It's just one or two strands, it seems to be. So not that bad. Not that bad. You just have to pretend the spider that made them doesn't exist and keep going and it'll all be fine. Yep. There is water in there. It's very stagnant. boggy, but there is a bit of water in there, so that's how those reeds are living. Not that they're looking terribly happy at the moment, all brown, but they are there. All right, I think we're around halfway through this walk. 4.9 Ks, 8.9 total. We're about halfway through. And time for an injury update. We're about 8 days, I believe, since the last walk. Nothing again really to report injury wise. Biggest thing time around is I've got a little bit of a throat infection. Just came on 2 days ago. Actually came on really quickly. Like I was feeling fine in the morning, all day. At like 4 p.m. or something, all of a sudden just my throat started killing me on one side. But I've done a lot of throat gargle, antiseptic stuff, and I think I've basically got that under control. So probably my biggest impediment right now, being slightly sick. It doesn't seem to be having any noticeable impact on my extremely athletic performance that I've been doing here today. Got a, according to the app, a blistering 3.3 kilometers an hour, apparently. Although I did start tracking before I actually started walking, so it's probably not quite that low. Otherwise, it's pretty nice out here. Getting after it on the trail. That's the injury update. Okay. We're gonna get back into it. Stop piss farting around. Let's get you fully extended there on the long rod. Let you see everything as I start a climb. There is, I think this is the second biggest climb, and then pretty much just after this one is the biggest. So I'm probably about to get a bit sweaty, but it's all right. Such is life for the extremely athletic adventurer that I am. Salute track, Coinmandy Creek Trail. The name's the Saloop track. Like, that's the first time I've seen that one. Where, like, does it just start here? But how do you get here? I guess, wait, nearly fallen over. I mean, I guess you start on one trail, you go to a different one. That seems to be what we've done. We started on the Happy Valley. Now we're on the Coimadai, Coimadai. Coimadai, I don't know. Creek Trail. So, I don't know. Just follow the path. Don't think too hard. You get there in the end. All right. It looks like it's climb time. Should be good. All right, Looks like that was the most of the climb done now. Definitely got me a bit sweaty and hot. So yeah, you're right out there. I didn't have to stop, so that's good. Nowhere near the intensity of like Werribee Gorge though. Probably multiple sections were both steeper and longer than that. Okay, I had seen this when I was searching this trail up. People said that at the end you're just walking along the road. I assumed it was like a trail that was just beside the road, not literally it takes you like straight along the road. Some of these paths are a little interesting. Probably this house, we kind of looped around it and now we're walking back down the side. I suspect there was a way that we could have cut like back around and not done this sort of loop onto the road. But anyway, this is where the app said to go. So I'm walking along a road. Yeah. Okay, yes, I just had a look on the app. It is quite a ways along this road. It's not like just a little section and then you cut back in or something. It looks like it's just maybe 1.5 to 2 kilometers down the road, which yeah, seems kind of dumb. Points off this one for the road finish. Okay, I just got back to the car. Yeah, honestly, kind of disappointing trail. It was fine, you know, 80% of it was fine, but that last, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 kilometers walking down the side of a road really just puts a damper on it. First road I was on was 60 kilometers an hour. That had no footpath. So you had to walk on the road essentially, but it was quite quiet. Didn't see any cars. But then this second road is reasonably busy. It's an 80 kilometer an hour road. There is a little sort of dirt path to the side, but walking down the side of a busy road, I can sort of do that just fine in the city if I want to. So no real need to come here to do that. Would I recommend the Lang Forest? Yes. Would I recommend this particular trail? No. To be fair to the park, I was following a trail that was on the app, not a trail that they seem to have marked out. I don't know where I turned off the Happy Valley trail and ended up on different ones. If I was trying to follow their path, I didn't or couldn't. I'm sure if I was following the signs rather than the app, I wouldn't have been sort of dumped onto a road to just figure it out on. But yeah, that trail, gonna have to give that one a one star, I think, in the app. A 1-star review. So according to the app, I did 9.58 kilometers, 2 hours and 46 minutes of walking time, 173 meters of elevation gain, just under 10 Ks, just under 3 hours, a little over 3 kilometers an hour. Not exactly lightning. I did it. That's the important thing. So, with all that said, do I regret doing this? No, I don't. Happy I did it. But yeah, honestly pretty disappointed with the road section at the end. That's my key takeaway of this. But on that slight downer, thank you so much for watching. If you made it through, you are a hero and I appreciate you a lot. And I am looking forward to the next one and hoping doesn't end along a road. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.